Welcome to another video by Mr. Kabanga from the Congo. Hey, what are we learning today? Well, this is the first video of 2021. I'm excited. So here's how we're going to do this. Today you're learning about direct and inverse variation. All right, so what does that have to do with anything? Like how do we do this? So direct variation, it has to do with, you can think about this equation. Every time you hear direct variation, think about this equation. Y equals K times X, where the K is Y divided by X. Just remember these two equations, okay? When we did it with direct variation, we did it with Y equals K times X. Oh, K represent the constants, in case you didn't know, right? K is the constant. Some of you seen this back in who knows when. All right, let's look at inverse. Inverse variation, when you're dealing with inverse variation, it has to do with two equations as well. What are they? Here's the equation. So it's Y equals, this time it's K divided by X, where K equals Y times X. Okay, let's put that into work. I give you two tables at the bottom here. The question is, can you tell us which one is direct and which one is inverse? Let's test out direct first. So let's do direct. So direct, I'm just going to try it and see if it works. So we know it's two equations. The first equation is Y equals K times X, where K equals Y over X. All right, so what we need to do is divide all the Y's by X. You see all the Y's right here? There's a Y, there's a Y, there's a Y, there's a Y. Let's divide them. All right, so the tres divided by uno equals 3. All right, 6 divided by dos equals 3. Next, 9 divided by 3 equals 3. Let's continue. 12 divided by 4 equals 3. All these numbers, the 3, they all equal 3, right? Since they all equal the same number, then we say the constant is 3, right? Because you have them equal the same number, you can say, indeed, it is a direct variation. And then you can write it this way. Check this out. Take this 3, plug it in right here. Y equals 3x. Because sometimes I might ask you to write the equation. All right, so it's direct. But what if you didn't know? What if you test out inverse? You're like, I want to see if it was inverse. All right, let's just, because you just want to know everything, right? You're in the math class. I want to know, what if it was inverse, Mr. Kabanga? What would I do? All right, so for inverse, we'll say that it's two equations. The first one was K over X, right? Where K is Y times X. All right, so that just means all the Y times it by X, all the Y times it by X, all the Y's times it by X, all the Y's times it by X. You can turn it into a song anytime. So let's see, 3 times 1, you get 3. I circle that. 6 times 2, you get 12. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's not the same answer. Let's continue. 9 times 3, you get 27. So I can just stop. They don't equal the same number. So it's not an inverse. It's a direct variation. All right, let's check out number 2. Number 2, same deal. I always like to start with direct because I like direct payments, when the money comes straight to your bank. Direct payment. All right, so Y, direct, the equation was Y equals K times X. Just remember these, all right? Where K is y over x. All right, let's divide them. So all my y numbers, they're right here. Boom, 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 boom. Let's divide them. 12 divided by 1 equals 12. Let's go. Next, 4 divided by 3 equals, I can tell you right now, that is not 12. Not 12. Even 2 divided by 6, which is like what, 1/3? That's not 12. So, my friend, we can stop. You're not direct. You're not a direct variation. All right, let's try inverse. Inverse. All right, the equation is y equals k over x, where k equals y times x. All right, let's multiply them. Oh, let me put that in black. I like to keep my color-coded stuff. All right, let's multiply them. 12 times 1, you get 12. 4 times 3, you get 12. 2 times 6, you get 12. 1 times 12, you get 12. So everything is 12, 12, 12, 12. Ladies and gentlemen, my constant is 12. Therefore, this is an inverse. Everything is 12. Everything is 12. So inverse, it is inverse. So now you take the 12, you plug it in right here. So, because sometimes I might ask you, what's the equation? Write the equation. So when you write an equation, it will be 12 over the x. All right. Hey, just like that, we're done.